Hello, my mathematicians. Are you ready for that workout, that warm up? All right, let's do it. Let's count by twos and let's start with 72. Are you ready? Count with me. Make sure your camera's on. Ready? Here we go. 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90, 92, 94, 96, 98, 100, 102, 104, 106, 108. Now it gets tricky. 110, 112, 114, 116, 118, 120. Stop. How'd you do? Awesome. So proud of you. Let's count by fives, but let's start with 70 today. You ready? 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120, 125, 130, 135, 140. Stop. Boy, Mrs. Doran, you're getting up there in the numbers. That's right, because I know you're ready for it. Are you ready for the next one? Let's count by tens, but let's start with two. So picture it in your brain. That two is going to be repeated all the way down the stretch. Let's start with two, actually. So it's not like this. Join me so I can see your mouths moving. 2, 12, 22, 32, 42, 52, 62, 72, 82, 92, 102. Stop. All right, time for sums of 10. I'm going to show you a number. I want you to hold up the fingers that go with this number to make 10. You ready? Here we go. 4. What goes with 4 to make 10? Show me with your fingers. Remember, you can tuck away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The answer is 6. Some of you got it right away. Awesome. Here's another one. Fast as you can. What goes with 5? Woohoo! A lot of you guys got that one fast. 10 fingers. Take away 5. You know right away. 5 is the answer. All right. Last one for today. What goes with 8? Show me with your fingers. 8. Remember, you can do this fast by going 5, 6, 7, 8. The answer is 2. How did you do? Hopefully you did pretty well. Now what I want you to do is I want you to get your whiteboard and your marker out, because I am going to show you some things and I want you to actually hold your screen up so that I can see your answers there in a minute. So let's take a look. We're going to do some base 10 stuff like we did yesterday. So as you're getting your whiteboard ready, if you want to write this with me, I'm just going to be writing some numbers like this. And I'm going to want to know what that number represents. So if you remember last time, here's 100. How many 10s are there? 1. How many 2s are there? Or 2s. How many 1s are there? 2. I kind of gave it away. So all you have to do is write 1, 1, 2. And then you're going to take it up and you're going to hold it up to the screen so I can see if you got the right answer, okay? I'm not going to keep holding it up. I'll write it down. All right, so we'll do a couple of those, okay? So if I did what is that number? Okay, write it down. Count how many hundreds, how many 10s, how many 1s. Did you do it? There are 2 hundreds, 3 10s, and 1 1. So your answer is 231. Let's do another one. There's your number. Write the number down. As soon as you have it, show me it on your screen. And then I'm going to try and figure it out too with you. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 hundreds. And then I count my tens. 1, 2, 3 tens, 10, 20, 30. And then I count my ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the answer to that one is 434. How are you doing? Let's see. Erase your board. I'm going to do one more and I'm going to make it tricky. A lot of you are doing pretty good on this one. So let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. What is that number? Write it on your board. Do you know why I was tricky with this? Did I write any tens? I wrote 0 tens. That's a little hint. Okay, you ready? So there's 100. How many tens are there? 0. I hope you put that 0 in. That's really important to say that there's 0 tens. And then count the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your answer is 105. How did you do? Show me with your thumb how you're feeling about it. Maybe thumbs up if you're feeling really good about that. If you're feeling kind of good, maybe to the middle. And if you're not feeling so good, can't really do it on the screen, give me a thumbs down, because that way I'll know how you're feeling about it so we can pop into breakout rooms today. So just like yesterday, how we had a quick journal page and then we showed you some fun stuff to do online, we're going to do that again today. So today you're going to open up to page 15, which is right after what you did yesterday. And this is the page you're going to do, okay? And it should not be too difficult for you. You are going to count, it says how much money is shown, and you have dimes and pennies. Do you remember how much dimes are worth? Dimes are worth, show me with your fingers, 10. I know you guys know this one. Pennies are worth what? Yep, 1. Good job. So you're going to do that. For number 2, it says skip count by 5s beginning at 20. That's what we do for math warm-ups all the time. In fact, I started at 22 today. Or no, today I did 70, didn't I? But we're counting by 5s. So it will go 20, 25, 30. You're going to go ahead and write all those in. For this one, it says to show 2 ways to make 30 cents. So you're going to go ahead and draw that line just like we did the last time we had this type of problem. And I want you to draw 1 way to do 30 cents on this side and 1 way to do 30 cents on this side. I do not want 30 pennies though. So don't draw 30 pennies. See if you can start with dimes maybe. Maybe you can do some nickels. Maybe you can do some dimes with some nickels. You can figure that out. For number 4, it says start at 15 and count up 9. So remember in the back of your book, you have that lovely, you can see mine's kind of a mess now, but you can start at 15 and count up 9. So you'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you still count until you get to 9. Whatever you end on, circle that answer. And finally, the last one says, write the number 6 in the correct spot on the number line. And we had one like that. So I'm not going to tell you too much more on that direction because I think you can figure that one out by yourself. So the first thing you're going to do today is this. Now, when you're done with this, you are going to get to do some fun stuff online again. Now, again, you're going to need, I'd like you to have either a paper or a pencil or a whiteboard to do this next part. So I am going to show you, let's see if I can do this again, that how yesterday, remember we went into our classroom and you were able to see this virtual math manipulatives. Remember when we made those really cool pictures? I did one of a pumpkin and you guys had some fun with those base 10 blocks. Today we're going to do something different. We're going to actually be working on adding, and we're going to be using dice today. So in order to find that, what you're going to do is you're going to click on that manipulatives. And then, do you see the dice? Where are they? Right here. There's a 5 dice and a 2. And hopefully, your eye's going to start remembering what those numbers are. The more you play with dice, the more you memorize it. It's called subitizing. It's kind of cool to think about it. Kind of like with your fingers. If you hold this up, you don't need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 anymore. You already know it's 5. The more games you play, the easier this is going to be. So play a lot of dice games with your families. But this is what we're going to do. So you're going to click on the dice. And this is a very simple game, actually. You're going to want a whiteboard and a marker, or you can use paper and pencil. That's fine. But you are going to add those numbers up. And I want you to start with whichever number is bigger. So here we have, do you know how many are on here? Show me with your fingers. 4. So I'm going to write a 4 on my board, and I'll show you this in a minute. And then down here, I have a 1. Now this one's probably pretty easy for you, but I want you to start with whatever number that bigger number is, and then I want you to count the next dots. So here I've got 4, what comes after 4? 5. So 4 plus 1 equals 5, and I'm writing it on my board just like this, okay? Then you're gonna roll the dice again, and you're gonna see how many dice you can do. So let's do a couple more. Boy, they keep giving you these easy ones. So the biggest dice is 2. Plus 1 equals 2, 3. So I'm on my board, wrote 2 plus 1 equals 3. I'm going to roll the dice again. There we go. Now we're getting some bigger numbers, aren't we? Out of those two, this one is bigger. Hopefully you're going to be able to see right away that that is 4. If not, you can count them out, but we want you to start memorizing those really quickly, actually. So that's 4. And then the second dice is 2. So again, watch how I'm going to add 4 plus 2 together. I'm not going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 like you did maybe when you were younger. I want you to remember 4, and then we're going to count on. So we've got 4, 5, 6. So I wrote 4 plus 2 equals 6. I'm going to roll it again. We'll do like 2 more. How about? See where we're at here. Ooh, we're getting bigger, aren't we? All right. So do you know how many this is? That's right. It's 6. Plus, how many is this? 4. Now watch how I'm going to count quickly to add those up. Now some of you might know them really quickly because that is a sum of 10. You might know 6 plus 4, and you can just write those down. You don't have to count out. But if you do need help, you can go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you would write that on your board like this. Let's do one more as an example. I'm going to roll my dice. I did it again. That's 6 and 4 again. So let me see if I can roll them again just to get you something different. Okay, there's one. So right here, I have 5 plus 1. It's a nice easy one, isn't it? 5, 6. So 5 plus 1 is 6. And you're going to write it down. And you're going to do as many of those as you can. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over again what it is you're going to be doing today. So the first step is to do that math journal page with the math boxes on it. And then the second thing is to go into the math manipulatives and to do some rolling of dice. Now, if you are getting really good at this and you do 10 of them and you want to go back and make a different math choice, like your scrolls, or if you want to go back into the base 10 blocks like you did last time, you can do that as well. But I want at least 10 of these. I want 10 facts, okay? So you've got 10, and then we are going to be popping into breakout rooms again, asking you some questions that are going to go along with Unit 1. So definitely make sure you're nearby your computer so that you can hear us. Have a great time, and I will see you later.